Hello, thank you for coming back to my channel, Hysteria Projects. Hope you're having a good day. These are general messages, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So, this drowned by doing energy comes out here, and you are giving the energy of really having a lot on your plate, doing a lot, being anchored in a lot of things. This says the bottom, doing less is sometimes the truest devotion. So I'm going to leave this out, but one of the things that I'm getting here is for some of you, you're being asked to take that time to rest. Take that time to replenish all of that energy that you are exerting by doing all of these different projects or juggling all of these different things, okay? Reclaiming stillness. I'm that please make time to replenish that energy. You don't want to be burnt out. You don't want to be running on empty. So for some of you, I'm getting that, some of you do need to let go of some of these things and find some sort of time within your day to actually just relax, Don't do anything. Don't have a project set aside or, rest. Just make some time to rest. Now, for others of you, I'm getting this energy of focusing more on what you're anchoring into, focusing more on what projects you're investing in. Because what I'm getting through this is that, Spirit is wanting you to do things that bring you happiness, do things that you enjoy. Make time to do some of your favorite things here. I am getting this just go with the flow energy. And for some of you that have so much on your plate, it could feel hard to go with the flow if you are stuck to such a strict schedule. All right, so I'm getting here, if that is the case for some of you, look at that schedule and put these things in there as like necessities. Schedule yourself in some time to rest. Schedule yourself in some time to do something that you enjoy doing. If one of your favorite things is to go to the park and walk on a trail or, go see a movie, whatever it may be, okay? I'm getting that energy here of scheduling time for yourself. Investing more time into yourself, that pampering yourself, taking care of yourself. You could be doing a lot of things and trying to just stay very busy. Some of you, it could be as a distraction. It could be so you don't focus on something else that I'm going to say maybe has negative energy attached to it, okay? We have forgiveness, restoration, strength, rewoven. It says what unravels can always be rewoven stronger. So that energy I was just touching base on about distracting yourself and having all of these projects to kind of keep you focused on something, I'm going to say more positive. I'm getting that you were dealing with some sort of karmic situation here. It's almost giving like karmic soulmate. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to mean like this was a romantic partner. This could be a friendship. Soulmates don't have to be intimate, okay? But you were dealing with some sort of karmic situation here that you're recovering from. You know, whether it been this person was karmic or the situation was karmic or whatever it may be, there is this energy of like cleansing your energy, okay, of all of that. There was this really unbalanced, you know, and it's like because of this unbalance that you felt, you know, you're filling that gap with a lot of extra activities and extra things. Okay? And we have between heartbeats. Oh, I said heartbreaks. That was significant, okay? It says between heartbeats, rhythm, awareness. You are safe in the pause between moments. But this naturally wanted to come out as between heartbreaks. You know, so this situation here, this was something that, I mean, it really puts you in your emotions. You know, this didn't feel good. You know, there's forgiveness on the board here. Strength. You know, you went through it with whoever this person is. And it was heartbreaking. And for some of you, this could have been a romantic situation. Okay? Doesn't have to be. But this could have been. Okay? And during this process, there's this sense of awareness that you have. There's this sense of transformation that you've been going through. And it's giving off this domino effect. Okay? I'm going to pull these before I pull tarot. It says the mountain moves for the one who stays. And I wish you could see my smile right now, but I'm smiling with this energy because what I'm getting here is your strength that is coming through. It's your strength coming through. You know, it's almost giving this energy of the fucking audacity. All right. Watch. Watch me succeed. Watch me glow up. You know, you could have a lot going on right now. You know, you're keeping yourself busy. You are. But you need downtime too. You know, you do need time to sit and process and, you know, and with this clarity and this awareness, okay? You have transformed during this whole process of, I'm gonna say, this heartbreak. It says awareness opens when judgment rests. And then clarity arrives when the noise grows tired. And I find that to be very significant here because, you know, with this energy, I was getting this cleansing, you know, this energetic clearing, this unbalance. You know, it's like, while yes, there can be forgiveness, that doesn't necessarily mean that restoration is on the table, right? You know, there's a lot of awareness here within this situation that you had to grow stronger from. And you gained this sense of clarity that it's like you can't unsee it now, okay? You can't unsee it. Whether it be the darkness of this situation or the truth of this situation, whatever the situation is for you, okay? Again, this doesn't have to be lovers. This could be friends. This could be family. But this was something that, even though it broke your heart, it pushed you to kind of be more like, fuck you. Watch. You know, like it's giving off, and then this freedom card on the bottom, it's very much giving this empowered energy. Like so much strength here. Strength. So much fucking strength here. Look, I'm telling you. Strength is the quiet that doesn't break. All right, you are so strong. All right, and Spirit just wants to reiterate real quick, you know, that yes, you have a lot of projects and you got your hands on a lot of things and you're doing a lot and you're doing these things successfully, might I add. Okay, but for some of you, Spirit wants you to really just take a look real quick and make sure that you're allowing yourself time to recharge, allowing yourself time to, you know, have those moments of being able to relax, not feeling that anxious feeling, I gotta get this done, deadline kind of stuff. If you gotta schedule in some downtime, do so, you know, because that rest is necessary. It's a necessity. Okay? It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. All right? And for others of you, Spirit just wants to, you know, say again here, make sure you're investing and doing things that you enjoy. You know, make sure you're making time to do your favorite things. You know, whether that be animals, you know, or exercise, or, you know, going out on a boat, whatever it may be for you. Okay, I'm just throwing out some random examples here, but whatever it may be for you, make sure that you make time to do those things as well. Because you are in this absolutely beautiful energy here of just, it's giving glow up, it's giving empowerment. And I love it. You know, there's this awareness and clarity here that it was a game changer for you. It really was. We have forgiveness again. It says forgiveness frees both hands to hold joy. You know, and it kind of wanted to fall over here, but we also have forgiveness here. You know, so that's part of this transformation and this journey that you've been going through. And with this heartbreak, you know, I'm very much am getting that you have forgiven this person. You have. You have forgiven this person. But you've also cleansed your energy of this person. You're not holding on to this person. You very much have let this person go. And again, you know, for some of you, this could be some sort of like spiritual tie, spiritual bond. It's giving karmic energy though. And again, it doesn't have to be that this person was karmic. They could have had karmics around them. It could have been just a karmic situation or an environment. Whatever this was though, it threw things off balance. It was unbalanced. But it brought you some awareness about yourself with this strength. And this awareness card is looking right at strength. You know, it very much, this situation made you aware of how strong you really are. And again, with this forgiveness card and this freedom, you know, this bird is flying away. I feel like you very much have forgiven whatever this is. Awakening. You know, you are transforming. You've gone through some sort of awakening here where, you know, again, it's giving that once you saw what you saw, you can't unsee it, you know? And I like that this adventure energy is on the bottom here. Because I feel like this is what is to come. This is what is stirring here. You know, it says something ancient in you is stirring, and I feel like it's this adventure. It's this magic. It says the unknown remembers your name. And something about that just made my heart flutter in a very beautiful way. So let's pull a little bit of tarot. I love this glow up energy that you have. Oh, shit. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Now, it says care for your finances, a nurturer, a healer, somebody that's down to earth. And this Three of Wands is exploration and travel, leadership, and moving forward, thinking big. Again, I'm getting this energy here of being in some sort of situation where it pushed you in, I'm going to say, into this Queen of Pentacles energy. You know, and it pushed you to, I'm going to say, just stand in your power. You know, because this is giving heartbreak. It is giving that, you know, there was a sense of love and care. You know, again, nurturer, healer. It's your energy here. It's like you're naturally a loving person. You know, and people want to take advantage of that. They do. And you're moving forward with this strength, this bravery that you have to step into this unknown. You know, you have big ideas. You have big dreams and big goals, and there's a lot of things here to be accomplished. That also could be, you know, you have that energy of just doing a whole lot. You know, there's a lot to be done. And it's giving that thinking further ahead energy as well. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't find this to be any coincidence at all. You know, the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Cups coming out here. And then we have the Fool, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. You know, for those of you who read your own cards, you know exactly what this just said. For those of you that don't, you know, this is this energy of being disappointed in love. This is somebody that came at you in a very lustful energy here. This could have been somebody that you thought was the one. This is somebody that juggled you, saw you as some sort of option here. Ultimately resulting in this Nine of Pentacles energy. All right? Which is that independent energy. And you took that heartbreak and invested into yourself. You've been investing into your finances for damn sure. I see that right off the bat here. Now, you've definitely been doing things that are going to help you financially in the future. But you're also open to just new things all around, because you became aware of what this situation was with whoever this person was, okay? And you have been, yeah, look, the Lovers. You know, for some of you, this was a love triangle, okay? And there was a choice to be made. And if a choice wasn't being made, looks like you made that choice, okay? I mean, it's giving this energy that these parties could also, you know, very much be thinking about you. But I'm getting from you this energy of you staying busy and trying not to focus on the heartbreak of what this was, and stepping into this beautiful unknown. Yeah, this beautiful unknown. We have the victory, big win, triumph, wishes coming true, fulfilled dreams. You know, you're looking forward to more positive things, more fulfilling things, not what left you feeling heartbroken. You know, you have been transforming that. I'm not keeping on that. You have been moving towards this sense of happiness. I love this. This is coming out because, you know, you were in a situation where you were dealing with someone in Seven of Cups energy. This is someone that was exploring their options and keeping options and all of those things. And you're in this single energy. You know, I'm definitely getting that you're not in a commitment with anybody, but you're getting an abundance of opportunities that are going to be not only emotionally fulfilling, but financially fulfilling. You know, you are open to these options in the world, and they are heading your way. You know, and these could come in the form of thoughts. These could come in the form of love, relationships, you know, money, careers, whatever this may be. You're stepping into an abundance of this. And whatever these things are that you have been working on, you know, while you've been in this in-between heartbreak energy here and pouring into yourself and working on your own finances, we have the Six of Pentacles coming out. You know, you're going to have enough to be able to share with other people and help other people. You know, you're going to have beautiful balance in your life. You know, and this Page of Cups, this good news. I mean, I really do love this energy that you're stepping into here. What was that? We have the dishonesty, deceit. You know, and it's like that wanted to fly up, and I felt like I kind of caught it. You know, that's this right here. It says dishonesty, deceit, manipulation, cheating, theft. You know, and I'm getting that, okay, so I'm getting that this energy here could be sending you evil eye, could be, I don't know. They could be watching you behind the scenes or something. I don't know, okay? Their energy is coming up here for a reason, though. And you're in this energy of stepping into just wonderful abundance. Celebration, excitement. I'm getting a new sense of home. And this doesn't have to be in a relationship, you know, this could just be within things that you're doing for money or for a hobby or people around you. You're coming out on top, though. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? You know, maybe cleanse your energy if you've been feeling a little off lately or whatever, you know, just cleanse your energy. Take a spiritual bath or go out into nature. Do something to try to, like, kind of reset yourself. You know, anchor into some of your favorite things here. Anything else, Spirit? We have the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Swords. And creativity, breakthrough, a fresh start. I'm getting after feeling stuck and unproductive, feeling trapped, hopeless. You know, again, if you're feeling kind of stuck, if you're feeling kind of you know, I feel like your spirit team is trying to say, you know, one thing to do is to do something that you enjoy. to cleanse your energy, to clear your energy. Not everybody likes to meditate. That doesn't work for everybody. Me personally, I don't meditate. I got too much going on in my head. I can't, like I reset my energy in different ways. Everyone has ways that work for them. And some people, their whole reset could be going out there and getting a pedicure. Going out there and getting their beard cut and their hair trimmed and everything all lined up and looking great. Whatever it may be for you, okay, that allows you that peace, that stillness within your mental space and your own energy here. All right. That is going to be the key to getting out of that energy, that kind of stuck energy. All right. If you are feeling, kind of bogged down. And again, for some of you, it's because you have too much on your plate, and you're being asked to set some time specifically for yourself, for you to be able to express yourself or something that you enjoy. You are stepping into what looks like something brand new. This feels like new energy here. Anything else, Spirit? Nope. Anything else? All right. Let's pull final messages. Now you have this sense of balance in your life that you have worked very hard for. All right, so final messages, please. Okay. We have give your inner critique a vacation day. Be kind to yourself. Look, I'm telling you, for some of you out here, Spirit wants you to take a vacation day. They want you to rest and relax. It's not a luxury. It is necessary. If you're burnt out, if you're doing too much, eventually you're not going to be good for nothing, to be honest. Not at what you're doing, not for yourself, not for those around you. You need to allow yourself some time to rest and relax and restore your own energy and your own mental peace, okay? It says, stop caring about what they think. This is your life to live and love. I said it backwards. This is your life to love and live. But whatever it is, it's very much giving this energy of you did the right thing. You were going on the right path, and this full energy that you personally have about your future is that you don't care what these people think. Whether this be a lover triangle situation, or this could be friends, this could be coworkers, it could be family, it could be anybody, okay? It could be any type of situation here. And you don't give a fuck what these people think about you. You're too busy winning. You're too busy being successful. You're too busy working on things that are going to bring you stability, not just within the material world, but within this life in general. You're taking that heartbreak and you're turning it into power. I feel like Spirit wants you to give yourself a little more credit. You have accomplished a lot. In fact, you've accomplished so much. Take a break, take a breath. Do something that you enjoy. Do something for yourself. Go treat yourself, okay? You deserve it. I hope this message helped. And until next time, bye.